Welcome to the best thing since the best thing since sliced bread, and welcome to PTV. I am your host with the most British like a roast, the P to the Y to the R to the O. It is your boy Pyro. I am back for the second time today for a showcase of a showcase. It's a showcase squared. I'm getting things underway. I'm making sure things are working, but we are going to look at a showcase. So maybe I can kind of save myself some time and get these guys to do some talking. But I wanted to talk about the talking. So look at The Rock. Look at glorious Dwayne for a moment. Whilst I say things, something along the lines of, wherever you are this Friday evening, I hope you're happy and healthy and that you've had a blessed week. It is the return of PyDay Night SmackDown in a slightly different guise to begin with, but we will be getting back to the formula that we know and love soon enough. But given that today is the launch day of WWE 2K24A, I wanted to showcase this year's showcase. Since we are on the road to WrassleMania, I thought that Pyromaniacs together, we could celebrate 40 years of WrestleMania and look at the WrestleMania 40 years of WrestleMania showcase. So that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to talk about how PyDay Night SmackDown is going to evolve and continue going on, hopefully beginning next week with a draft. I mean, you probably know the idea if you saw the last season, but we'll talk about it in a bit. Last checks for me to do whilst you look at The Rock's gloriousness. And our survey says we are good. Live chat is up and running. So, this is the 40 years of WrestleMania Showcase. As you can see, I have plowed my way through the horrid Hogan years. I mean, there was some alright stuff in there. The dissolution of the Mega Powers could have had a better ending, but you know, whatever. And then you got WrestleMania 13, one of the most iconic visual moments of all time. And speaking of iconic visual moments in WWE history, of course, we got WrestleMania 3. I thought doing 40 years of WrestleMania, or trying to do 40 years of WrestleMania in one stream, might be a little bit much. So I figured we'd do 20 years of WrestleMania history, starting kinda at WrestleMania 20, going up to WrestleMania 40, but where I actually want to begin is the greatest WrestleMania of all time, WrestleMania 17. But before we get into that, things that I want to mention are, there are gaps in this timeline, yo. And I'm not entirely sure why, whether it's a license thing or a choice thing. Maybe they're like, oh, we can only have so many matches or whatever. But we start at WrestleMania 3. And, you know, there were definitely matches at WrestleMania 1 you could have showcased. Now, whether or not that was a case of maybe they couldn't get the license to use Mr. T again, or maybe that was a case that they couldn't get the rights to use King Kong Bundy for the Hogan-Bundy steel cage match for WrestleMania 2. I don't know. But we pick up at Mania 3 with Dragon and Steamboat. That's one person. Savage Steamboat. Then we go on to, you know, the Slam Heard around the world. And then, you know, we skip WrestleMania 4 and go to 5. Which is a shame, because WrestleMania 4 was the year Savage won the title. And even if we just did the main event, I would have liked to have been able to play that. Because you don't get to play as Savage in this. You play against him because they insist on making you the Hulkster until they make you the coke-fueled warrior. Then you get the fantastic classic match between Bret Hitman Hart and Rowdy Roddy Piper. And I remember watching this match as a child. The ladder match between Razor Ramon, Ayo, and Shawn Michaels. The famous double turn at WrestleMania 13 with the rise of Stone Cold and Bret Hart. I had to go back and watch that one after the fact. This is kind of where my gap in wrestling comes, because it was around about this point. It might have been a little before this ladder match. Might have been before WrestleMania 10. But my bubble burst and I had my wrestling isn't real moment. And for me, as a kid, I would have been, literally, less than 10 years old. So that was on the level of telling me Santa Claus wasn't real. I was like, fuck this shit. I've loved it since I was 2-3 years old. To hell with wrestling. And it wasn't until mid 97, around Bad Blood, that I got back into wrestling. In fact, no, it would have been after that. It would have been, there was a video circulating, VHS circulating, of King of the Ring 98, and then we went back and watched a bunch of previous pay-per-views on VHS, because King of the Ring 98, you had that infamous Hell in a Cell match with Mankind and The Undertaker, and he threw him off the roof, and we're like, yo, wrestling's cool again, wrestling's real again. There's no way you can fake that. He threw a man off the hill. And that's when I got back in and went back and watched old VHSs of the previous pay-per-views. So that would have been, I would have been about 13. So there was a good 3-4 years where wrestling was out of my life. I'm hoping I can share this without YouTube being meh about it. You would have thought that's the kind of thing that they'd mark, or, Dragon Ball did a you can't share this and pauses your sharing. It's the thing with WWE. I know they get very particular about copyright of their material and sharing their stuff, but I mean, they've got to expect gamers and streamers to be covering this.
Looking to avenge Austin's interference earlier in the night. Austin was in bad shape, but somehow managed to emerge.
Maybe I skip this bit. Imagine the only episode of PTV you can't rewatch.
Before Austin really started stomping a mud hole.
That might not be entirely accurate. I haven't been back and checked for a while, but I do distinctly remember there being an issue around that episode. Lots of copyright issues around that episode. So I'm hoping that they're a bit more cool with this. I mean, when we did PyDay Night SmackDown, the first run through, having gameplay was fine, but the thing with the motherfucker, no, that doesn't count as me going out the ring. They didn't seem to mind sharing gameplay, but this has archival footage. The Rock's whooping my ass. Get the fuck off me, Rock. I'll whoop your ass. Sit my truck and look at the backseat, boys. What? Oh, Rock. What the Rock? Alright, let's try this again, shall we? We're going to come in the ring. You're going to come in the ring. And then I'm going to cuddle you and throw you out of the ring. There we go. Whoop your motherfucking ass. Rock could say he'd whoop someone's monkey ass, but you can't say that back about The Rock, because of political correctness. I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in you, and elbow you, stomp you, and kick you, stomp you some more, stomp a mud hole in The Rock. Oh, God damn it. But here's WrestleMania. The reason I want to start here, madness aside, is I've been back into wrestling for 2-3 years by the time this rolled around, and this was the height of wrestling feeling cool again. And this event, even to this day, is held by a lot of the fans and considered by a wide many as being the best WrestleMania. Get up, Rock. I'm gonna punch you some more. And I've got to wait for him to get up, and then I can do the net breaker here. This is the workaround I worked out last time, because trying to actually do this net breaker's glitched, and they always seem to reverse. But if you get him supine and get him like stood most of the way up and then grab this net. I didn't do the fucking right one. That's a powerbomb. Or have they worked out my shenanigans? Maybe I had to do it from here. No. Alright, I think they've worked out my shenanigans and patched Austin's moves. Which is a shame, which means I'm now going to have to struggle to do what games say do. What? Come on, Rock. I gotta put you in the corner, turn you into the corner, put you onto the corner and hit X. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Well, thanks for getting me closer to a corner, Rock. I do appreciate that. And back, no, it's on the top turnbuckle. Top turnbuckle, X. That. I'm not even on the right one. I'm on superplex. I've got ahead of myself. I just remember doing this yesterday and it being such a pain in the ass that I got frustrated. And now when I see anything resembling it, then this is why. Because when you've got these multi-stage, you basically, like, you're at the mercy of R&D. And the general reversal rate of a computer character is like, I've got mine up to 60%. And with every move I have to do, that increases the chances of The Rock reversing my redneck butt. So here we go, here's that superplex. But yeah, this was held by many and still held to this day as one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. Let's just try, bring some lumber, get him dazed with a heavy combo. Alright, I can do that. Turns out I can't do that. Oh, he's doing a grab combo on me. Go on, get a chair, I dare you. Take him to ringside, in front of the announce table, him for a power driver. Nuh-uh, Rock. Down you go. Drag you over here. No good son, bitch. Stone Cold gonna drag you. Take you out here. Get you. I said I'll get you. I'll pick you. I'll grab you. And I'll press the X button. And that was the wrong X button. I needed to do a left with the X button. Oh, damn it. I forgot to press the circle. Oh, Rock, will you forgive me, Rock? He does. We're into the cutscene. I'm going to say again, totally erased Vince McMahon from WWE history. Vince McMahon, for the most part, it would be argued, was WWE. He took it over from his father. He ran that company for a long, long time. Swear at The Rock. Stop looking constipated. There it is. Up yours, Rock. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Grab combo. I can do a grab combo. Come on, you son of a bitch. Grab combo. And then what do you want me to do next? Do you want me to continue the assault on The Rock? Get him outside the ring, though. Outside the ring, assault Rock. Understood. Listen to Backstreet Boys. What? Throw him out the ring. What? Follow him out the ring. What? Stump a mud hole in him. I said stump a mud hole in him. Once wasn't enough, do it again. Stump a mud hole in him. Alright. Gotta break his legs. What? I said break his legs. What? Make it so he can't walk. What? The things beneath his waist hurt him. What? I said stomp his nuts. That's an arm, Steve. I know the difference between arms and legs. Do ya? Oh, you want me to do a signature? Well, I don't have a signature yet, Rock. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna beat you up. Oh, now I got a signature. You mealy mouth son of a bitch. Oh, I'll run at you and hit you with the Fez press. Hopefully that'll stun you. That did stun you. So now, work the leg. I said work the leg. I'll rip his knee off. I'll twist his little standing device. Here with a suplex. Heavy attack in front of the Rock. There we go. Get into another video. You can't remove Vince McMahon from WWE history. I'm not allowed to show this. Does it kick back in? I am all sorts of confused. Saying policy violation. Yeah, this is the problem I thought I was going to have, and I don't know if it's going to kind of bring me back in or not, so I'm going to have to keep an eye. What the fuck? Why am I scared of the Rock? Oh, second chair, sick. Alright, it doesn't seem to say I'm back. Does this say my... This doesn't say I've paused the broadcast, so it says I'm still going. So what is my violation, YouTube? Because it seems to be playing a video game. I'd love for you to bring me back. Have I got audio? Where are we? This says stream unavailable. And we're back. And we're back. Do I have audio? So, the answer to my question, as I'm finding out in the stream, is yes, WWE is going to be a pain in the ass and cause me problems. Even when he's out of the company, Vince McMahon can't stop fucking me in the ass. I'll throw some steps at you. Really mouth son of a bitch. Oh, you want to argue with Vince McMahon, damn it? Have a stunner. Now, I need a still chair. So I'm assuming that my initial thoughts were right, that the archive footage, they really don't want you showing on YouTube. But I kind of have to skip past that, which kind of defeats part of the point of doing this showcase, because, I mean, it's all part of the experience, right? So, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I know I'm going to hit the rock and get this over with.
Stone Cold was going to win, and it was obvious to
so as long as
everyone
it's computer footage, we're fine.
Had been able to get back into it once Mr. McMahon had a...
Right, I'm just going to have to skip that and hope that we're all right with it. Now, obviously, there's more to it than that. Austin pinned The Rock and yada, yada, yada. You unlock Stone Cold Steve Austin, you get... As you can hear, Disturbed version. Now, I wanted to go from here, from then into 20 years of WrestleMania. It's already stopped me. So I'll sit and I'll hold here for a moment. I'll see how long it takes for YouTube to bring me back. And we wait, and we wait, and we continue to wait. This is fucking heinous. But policy violations. What policy am I violating? There's a video game stream covering and reviewing a video game. How am I... the only thing I can think of... I realise I'm talking into the ether for nothing right now. Is... the footage that WWE, they've put in this game. They've done that. And we're back. So, I don't even know what it stopped me for that time. It could have been the embedded footage again. So my plans for this stream are changing on the fly as we're going. I wanted to kind of show off 17, my favourite WrestleMania of all time. I've done that kind of, but even in doing that, I've been stopped twice. And all it tells you is policy violation. It doesn't tell you what that violation is or why it's stopping my stream. My best guess is that it's the embedded footage that WWE put in this game. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do WrestleMania 20, because that is the next one. And I am going to skip the WWE actual real-life footage, hoping that I can get through that match without any further BS or interruptions. And I guess if I want to watch the clips, I'm going to have to go into the video library and watch them in my own time. If me skipping the WWE archive footage that they put in the game gets us round the stream being suspended, then we'll keep going. If it doesn't, then I showed you WrestleMania 17 and WrestleMania 20. We had a look at a blast from the past, and we'll talk about what's coming next. So this will be our experiment. You're going to see as I see. We're learning as we go, Pyromaniacs. Let's get into Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle. 20 years ago, I believe in Madison Square Garden. WrestleMania 20. Let's go. None of that. None of it. No. Naughty. Okay. Alright. Shit. Didn't want to go up there. Punch. Kurt. Yeah, get him. Ah, he's fucking me up. He's holding my nose. He's choking me out. Latino heat. Latino heat. Light suplex in the ring. Oh, he's just going to do it again. Is this I'm cut angle I choked you out in the video game? I'll roll over and pin you, and I'll cancel it this time. Maybe if I cancel it, then I can pick you up and do the thing that games say do. Oh, we're straight into it. No, can't share that. And that's a shame, because that's like an integral part of this showcase. I don't want to just show the punch face and the wrestling. Like, a big part of this WrestleMania show is the showcase itself. Get off. Oh god, dodge 2 more times, I say. Come on. Come on. Come on. I dodged, it counted. Haha. Do some damage. Rebound attack. Rebound. 3 rebound attacks. Good lord. Throw him at little H. He won't mind. That was X. This is square. And then we'll round it off with a circle. Why not show off all the things he does? All the things he do. All the things he do. Running through my who. Running through my who. Running through my who. Yeah, power slam thing. Some of your moves, take him down with a wrist lock arm drag. I'd love to, but he seems to have cuddled me to. Oh shit! I hate that they changed the pin game on it. I've got it set to rapidly pressing X. So that's what I'm doing. That's where my instinct is to rapidly press X. But no, it's the bullshit one. Apparently I'm not allowed to stand up. Run, Eddie. What? I just want to do an arm drag, man. There we go, a bit of lucha. Yeah, the showcase and the analysis and the storytelling, it's a massive part of this showcase mode. It's a bit early for me to try 3 Amigos. But let's try it. With a signature stored, go for 3 Amigos. And then this is going to whip me into video game mode and into real life footage mode, and we can't show that. And I can't listen to Corey explain why this is a great match. And I mean, I can tell you, like, let's fill in some gaps, shall we? So in 2003, Eddie was on the rise, and that's not the move that I want. Don't let him build a momentum. We're supposed to standing in the ring. At the beginning, after the Royal Rumble, He Who Shall Not Be Named won the Royal Rumble. They held a mini Royal Rumble on SmackDown, a 15-man version, and Eddie Guerrero won. And in doing so, to win the match, the last man he eliminated was Kurt Angle.
Angle on the defensive.
So that started a rivalry between the two. Eddie went on to face Brock Lesnar at that year's No Way Out, and he would have one of the best matches of his career when he defeated the Beast Incarnate to become the WWE champion. So after that, Kurt Angle went dog shit crazy, started saying some madly racist stuff, and we got this match at WrestleMania. And you had like the All-American Kurt Angle versus, you know, the guy who worked his way up through ECW, through WCW, to the WWE, to now being the defending champion. Yeah, no, that's what I need to be doing. Let's just not do that. A rear grab. Grab your rear. Oh, no, I needed to press square. I'm a fool. So, yeah, there were two different stories, because Kurt Angle was a very naturally gifted Olympian. He came in, had a lot of stuff in WWE handed to him because of his background. Eddie Guerrero had to work his way up and earn his way to the WWE title. And it was a similar story for Chris Benoit, right? Look for Three Amigos again. Alright, well, to look for Three Amigos, I'm going to need to get that blue bar up. And to get that blue bar up, I'm going to have to take this down. That didn't take my blue bar up as much as I would have liked it, but it did stun Angle. So I can do this, get a bit of extra blue momentum. There we go. And then stomp a fucking mud hole into that Angle. Should have caught that one, but never mind. So that was the story that this match told, and Eddie, by this point, he'd gone in and out of WWE a couple of times. He'd been to Ring of Honor since. Fuck. Now I've got to press buttons real quick, hold on. Been to Ring of Honor, he'd helped establish some work there in a hiatus from WWE. I believe he got let go because of substance issues and had to go to rehab. Got to let go of that. Have I got enough stored to go for Three Amigos? Let's assume yes. And do I actually get to do it this time? We'll hope so. And he came back. He'd gone through his Los Guerreros lie, cheat, and steal phase. And just Eddie's personality and the way he connected with the shit with the crowd, it just got him over, right? He transcended being a good guy or a bad guy. He can lie, cheat, and steal, but the WWE universe would love him for it anyway, because he just had that heat and that charisma and that wry smile whenever he was cheating. And some of the shit that he did was honestly just genius. Like, spots that people still pull to this day with, like, pretending to get hit with a chair and then lying down and selling to the ref and like, oh no, he hit me, and getting his opponents DQ'd. Like, it was genius, and people have tried to replicate it since, but no one does it the way Eddie did it. Like, look at that. Like, the guy just had just a vibe about him. Come on now. And then we get into this. So I've got to now wait for that and wait for my opportunity to be able to press start and skip. Back to gameplay. There we go. Can't show any of that shit. So we do a big old DDT. And wants me to hit him with Three Amigos again? Jesus, Christmas Jones. The back break, like the way he'd sneak up on someone to do it, like just his micro expressions and the little nuances that Eddie brought to his wrestling game was something that we may never see again. Because he passed away way too soon, only 2 years later. And it's a shame. It was a real shame when we lost Eddie. On the plus side, I seem to be getting through this match and explaining quite well what happened and what's been happening and why. And I hope my wrestling memory holds out on me and allows me to do that with some more of these matches. But now, let's do the Three Amigos, because that's what Game Say do, and then we'll do a frog splash, because that's what Game Say do, and I'm hoping that this is the point where it's going to let me go for the victory. So let's see. Down on the mat. Down on the mat. Down on the mat. Circle, then X.
Eddie had fought so hard to get back into the match. Struggling to get Angle back to his feet, hoping to put the finishing touches on his challenger.
But we're not allowed to show that, and Eddie... Okay, so, context that the game won't let me show because I don't want to get violated again. Eddie loosens the laces on his boots. He snuck out at the ankle lock, leaving a fat Angle hole in his shoe, and he got the win. He lied, he cheated, he stole, and he got a sneaky victory, and it was very, very Eddie Guerrero. I don't know if I can or should have to do this game's job for it for another 19 years. So, I think, rather than doing a full showcase of Showcase, I might keep this episode short and sweet and show you guys. That's a brief glimpse at the WrestleMania Showcase. Because what WWE 2K24's journey this year and what PyDay 9 SmackDown is really going to be all about is my GM mode. And the idea is that I'm going to be joined by my co-host from the West Coast, Johnny. And to begin with, we're going to do a play by numbers. We're going to do a test season so we both get used to how this version of the game works. I've got changes from last year that I need to adapt to and learn, and Johnny is learning from the ground up. He will run Johnny Night Raw, I will run PyDay Night SmackDown. We'll run through one calendar year, and also part of that learning experience will be seeing how long a calendar year takes this year, because last year it was a quarter, so although you did a 52-week year, they did it over the course of 25 weeks. So it was half, sorry. Quarter. Maths do bad sometimes. So it's also going to be interesting to see how that plays out. And at the end of the first season, once we got to grips with the mechanics of how it works, we're then going to relaunch things, and we're going to pick whatever brand we want, whatever manager we want, and that's when the real carnage begins. So I hope you will join us for that, with any luck, starting next week. This week's been a bit chaotic. Things have been happening on the other side of the pond that has kept my good buddy busy, and no one could have predicted the passing of Akira Toriyama, which led me to change some structural plans for PTV and my changes for my plans for today in general. But that's what PyDay Night SmackDown is going to be going forward, and I hope you'll come back next week to join us for that. We will be back tomorrow. Today has seen a lot of issues. The new season of Fortnite was meant to begin this morning. That then got pushed back to this afternoon, which then got pushed back even further to tonight. I can't do a triple header today. That would be crazy. So I'm going to hold myself back until tomorrow. And tomorrow evening, we will do a new season showcase. I'll try and make it a Pyro-Pals play. So, and that's the beauty with Fortnite. It's multi-platform. So anyone with any access to any console and a copy of Fortnite, which is a free game, can join in. So we'll do a Pyro-Pals play and check out the brand new season of Fortnite. And I will reinstate the incentivized giveaway. I'll see what end prizes are available and apply that. I'll apply that retroactively when I see what's available. But the gist of it will be, if you bring subs to the channel tomorrow, DM me with proof. I will gift you something from the Fortnite store. Because if you haven't done so already, now is a fantastic time to hit that like, knock that sub, and suplex the living shit out of that bendy share button. Share's the most important thing that you can do right now. We are happily kind of making our way through the hundos now. It feels like every time I come back to PTV, we've chipped in another member and an extra Pyromaniac, and I want to continue to see this community grow. So my aim for PTV, as we march towards 400 and beyond, is to fill the forge of 500. Because when we hit that 500 mark, we're going to be able to do some cool community stuff, and it's going to bring a lot of extra options to me and to you guys for the channel. So the best way you can show your support is to, if you haven't subbed already, hit that sub and hit that share button. Tell your friends about this, and let's continue to grow the Pyromaniac community. Let's fill that forge of 500. Fortnite and beyond, though, as always, is a story for another day. Until then, I love you all, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. But for right now, Pi is out. So peace out, and lights out.